I'm calling this new series Diary of a Real Girl. Over the last maybe year or two, I realized that I've been learning some lessons, and somehow we don't recognize how much we are similar and how much each of us are going through, similar situations that each of us are going through. And it isn't until somebody says, "Oh, I realize it was only me," that we recognize it just really isn't only me. I'm not the only person going through this. I'm not the only person that experienced this particular thing. And I mean, something as simple as, oh, right there, this itch because, you know what I mean? Real. So, today's topic that I think I want to focus on is body image. And I, as a plus size lady, and I'm not sure that I really want to define myself by that term, but the reality is I'm a little heavier than a normal person. Yeah. And one of the experiences that I would have had was that I was in the Big and Beautiful pageant. And in 2010, I actually won the pageant. So yeah, I am a beauty queen. Who would have thought? And I left that experience feeling still rather empty. I think I joined the pageant because I was hoping that in some way it would make me feel better about myself, better about my body. And I've realized that there is a surge of plus size people who, plus size is a new thing. And it's all about love yourself. You gotta love me the way I am and however I am. Real girls come with curves and so on and so forth. And I do agree that the reality is that most people are not the average is size 0 or whatever. But it went past body image for me where I recognized it was more about health, if you get what I'm trying to say. We focus so much on what our physical body looks like. And we have come to accept plus size. We've come to accept rolls and curves as the new thing and the best thing. But the reality of things is that those rolls and curves come at a high price. And that price is our health. What we don't recognize is that a lot of that fat is surrounding your organs and is affecting the effective working of your organs. And this body that houses your person, the real person behind it, which is the spirit behind it, needs to be healthy for you to be able to fulfill the purpose that you have in the earth. For me, that is why I have been so focused on health. Last year, my mom died, and it was both a shocker, a heartache, and I don't even feel like I have gotten over that. It has been a real struggle, but one of the lessons that I learned coming out of that is that she was not healthy. My mother was really big for a majority of her life, and she has some real health challenges. And one of the things that she would always say to me that I would remember is that, I don't want you to get like this. I don't want you to have the struggle that I have. And it's one thing to embrace curves and embrace the body that you're in, but it's another thing to recognize that the body you are in requires healing. It requires health. It requires, so much for it to continue to work. The reality is that I got children. I have 2. My husband talking about a 3rd. But the reality of it is that I want to live a long, healthy life for my children. And it's so important that we recognize that our bodies are the temple of the living God. And what that means is that if it means getting rid of the curves because you're not healthy or your body's not functioning right. I my focus has changed from embracing the whole idea of being plus size, a plus size diva, to the reality of things that I need to live a healthy life. And so therefore, I am on this journey. This morning was the second day, yay, that I got up and I exercised. And as I said, I was going to start back my keto journey as well. It's going to be really tough now that we're on quarantine and on lockdown right now, because it means that I can't get the things that I really, really need. But I'm going to do my best to eat as healthy as possible. And I could remember, just to leave this with you, this experience that I had with this guy who came in and said, well, congratulations, you won the plus size show pageant. But what I would encourage you to do is come back in a couple of years, and try to win a fitness pageant. Come back in a couple of years and show them that, you could do the opposite. That you don't just have to celebrate, you celebrated being plus size, but celebrate health and fitness. And that really stayed with me. That really impacted me. And I believe that, yes, it's okay to embrace your curves, but it's more important to embrace your health. Your body is a temple of the living God, and you should treat it as such.
I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in